Y'all already know what time it is. It is time for the mess. What's going on, y'all? This be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for another episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about Raz-B and Chris Stokes. Now, before we get into the Yes for the Mess, I just want to let you guys know, for those of you who are just now tuning into Yes for the Mess, this is where I talk about all celebrity gossip, whether it be from reality shows or just A-list stars. It doesn't matter what it is. It's celebrity gossip, and it will be talked about, okay? And also, whenever I do my Yes for the Mess, I always have to cite my sources. It's just like an electronic annotated bibliography. When I was in English 3, we were always taught to make an annotated bib whenever we do a report. So, being that I'm reporting the news, I had to tell you where I got this news from. Now, the article that I'm about to read to you guys is from thesource.com. So, let's get into the article. Then we're going to get into my opinion on this mess. And then you guys can give your opinion. So, let's get into it. Raz-B calls out Chris Stokes and demands that he takes a lie detector test. Nearly a decade ago, B2K shook the airwaves and hearts of their fans across America. Fast forward to today, B2K's legacy still remains intact as thousands of fans bought tickets to see the band reunite in the Millennium Tour in 2019. Since then, Raz-B has dropped the news that Chris Stokes sexually abused him during his time in the group. Raz-B sat down with Jason Lee and further elaborated on the accusations made against Chris Stokes. Unfortunately, things didn't go as planned when Lee reveals that he received a cease and desist to stop the interview from airing. As a victim of sexual assault himself, Jason Lee uses his platform to defend the pop singer. Why are people trying to shut down Raz-B? Lee began the caption. So I just got off with Fox Soul, and the interview with Raz-B that was scheduled to air tonight won't be airing. In the interview, Raz and I discuss why young boys and men who allege sexual abuse aren't taken seriously or intimidated into silence, and then this happens, he exclaimed. As a victim of sexual abuse at the hands of a man, I will not be silenced, nor will I allow him to be. We will be meeting to discuss when the show will air, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to elevate this important conversation. I'm not happy, but it's out of my control for now. Raz-B has been sticking with his story for years and wants his truth to be heard. The singer addresses fans who believe he should deal with the matter privately rather than publicly. So I've been getting a bunch of calls from my loved ones and people that support me, and they're like, take this down, deal with this privately. But I say, yo, they've ruined me publicly, he began. Got people thinking that I'm gay and I'm not because I was molested by a pedophile. Since y'all trying to shut me down publicly by sending out cease and desist letters, let's get in a room with the lawyers and let's take a polygraph test. I'm going to take the test, and when I take the test, you can take whatever it is that you need to do. When you take it and when you fail, you can take this fade and you take this bid, because I'm tired of being bullied and I'm not going to be bullied no more. Since then, fans have shared DMs that allegedly involves Stokes denying the claims against him. It is not true. Stop with this. His brother Rico Thorne raped him and is in jail in Vegas for raping 2 girls. Look it up. They have criminal records. I have never did anything to Raz-B. Those are lies, the DM states. And that is the article from thesource.com about Raz-B and his allegations against Chris Stokes. Now here is what Scotty by Nature TV has to say about the situation. I mean, listen, Raz-B has been saying this for years, that Chris Stokes molested him, and a lot of people did not want to hear what he had to say. A lot of people did not believe what he had to say, but I'm inclined to believe that this stuff is true. I know back in the gap, a lot of us, including myself when I was young, I really wasn't trying to hear this story. I did not think that it was true. But me as an adult and me experiencing things of my own, I do think that this is true. I've talked about this on Ty Said What Ty Said. If y'all haven't checked her out, please do so. Her channel is called Ty Said What Ty Said. We discussed sexual assault and sexual harassment amongst men and why it's not taken seriously. I remember when I was in in a situation where a man tried to rape me. I did a story time about it. I did a story time about it on my channel a couple of years ago. And I was at work when this man tried to sexually assault me. And when I told my management and the people that work with me, they thought it was funny. They didn't take it seriously. Because of the fact that when I worked at that particular store, there were a lot of men that would be flirtatious with me all the time, whether it be a vendor, whether it be a customer, whether it be a man that was bringing the truck in. They were always very flirtatious with me. So they thought that this was another day of another man trying to get at Scotty, but it was way more into it than that. This man lured me into a bathroom, grabbed me on my behind from behind, stuck his tongue on my mouth, tried to push me in the stall with him to engage in sexual acts with me, and I would not do it. He wouldn't let me out of the bathroom. When he tried to grab at me, I ran out of the bathroom. If I did not run out of the bathroom, I probably would be a victim of rape by another man. So with that being said, I never take it lightly. I know people personally that have been molested that are men. I know my mother was molested by someone in her family. I know that she was raped in college. I know many people. I know cousins that have been molested. I know a lot of people that have been molested. So I take this whole molestation thing seriously. I take sexual assault seriously, being that a man tried to sexually assault me in 2014. I take it seriously. So it is what it is. So I really, I know that everything is alleged. We don't know how true it is, but I do know that Chris Stokes has vehemently denied that he's ever done anything to Raz-B. I don't think that Raz-B has a reason to lie on him. I don't think that he has a reason to try to discredit him. Raz-B has been called gay. He has been called gay. People have tried to say that he is due to the situation, but we really don't know what he's going through right now, but we really don't know what it is. But I feel like he has been given a raw deal for the last couple of years. No one has believed his story, but I, for one, do believe the story. As a man that has grown up and has experienced things in life, I do believe that this could have possibly happened. You hear about this stuff all the time with women. And you know, with rape victims, as far as women is concerned, sometimes they aren't taken seriously. A lot of the time, sexual acts, like sexual assault, child molestation, is never taken seriously. It's always asked to be swept up under the rug. But at this point in time, we do need to give people that have been victimized by men, as far as being sexually victimized by men, we should be able to let them have their voices and let them say what it is that they need to say and let them get it off their minds. That's what I think. Let them get it off their chest, because it's not right that we like to silence people. Because I feel like once you try to tell a person that they never was assaulted or never was done, there was nothing ever done to them, I do think that that is basically, that's victimizing people all over again. So I think that we should take a step back and listen and try not to silence rape victims and victims of sexual molestation, or just any victims of sexual abuse, period. We should always try to hear them out and let them speak their mind, speak their piece, and let them get it all out. I've watched a lot of All My Children over the weekend and shit, and I've revisited a lot of the storylines, and one storyline in particular that stuck with me was Bianca Montgomery, when she was raped by Michael Cambias on All My Children. I watched that story play out when I was in high school, so I was watching that, and then, you know, I talked about my own experience with sexual assault, and I talked about my family members' experience with sexual assault, and just a lot of things with sexual assault. So just to know that this article was even out there, it was crazy. So it is what it is. So with that being said, y'all, what do you guys think? Leave it below. Let's talk about it. Be sure to like, rate, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. Do whatever you see fit. Follow me on social media at Scotty_by_nature on Instagram and Scotty_by_nature1 on Twitter. Also be on the lookout for my panel tomorrow night, whether you like it or not, the reality and gossip panel, where it features Bundy Blue, giving you the real tea. Jamie, that's me, Niecy Dixon, Josiah's World TV, spilling all the tea, and also very special guests Alexander Rogers and Jay Lee's Corner. They will all be a part of it. I'm gonna reach out to Simply Sakina to see if she can do it tomorrow. So yeah. So with that being said, you guys, I'm out of here. Leave your comments below, and I'll be reading them, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.